Man, this Kendrick thing and Lil Wayne thing's been going on for a few days and it's really starting to cook up. There's YouTube videos all over the place about it. I don't even know if it's even legit, but we saw the tweet from Wayne and we saw the message from Kendrick in the song, and it's going back and forth, and I don't know which one it is, but we're going to make sure we find out why it shouldn't happen. So if you don't know me, I'm Cypher. I'm an artist and I listen to music so you don't have to, and I'm here to break down 5 reasons why the Lil Wayne and Kendrick Lamar feud shouldn't happen. Number 5, it wouldn't help anyone. These two are two legends in their own right. We got a present day legend and we got a legend of the past who is technically still present because they're still active in the hip hop game. So Kendrick Lamar being the king right now and Lil Wayne being the GOAT, it's kind of hard to see how this would have a good ending for anybody. We got Kendrick Lamar fans, we got Wayne fans, and a lot of Kendrick Lamar fans are Wayne fans and vice versa. So we don't want to see them feud, we want to see them fight, we want to see them make music together. Mona Lisa is considered a classic, and to be honest with you, it's not that the song is just brilliant, even though it's really good. It's not that the song is just a lyrical masterpiece. It's just the fact that you got two legends together that have really good chemistry and told a really good story. So what would come about if we had Wayne and Kendrick Lamar feuding? It'd be weird. It'd be something that we don't want to see. You know what I'm saying? It's not something that we want to see. So it wouldn't help either party, either side look better or be better, because a lot of people would be like, I don't want to see you guys fight. I want to see you guys make music together. Number 4, it would divide the masses. These guys have, like I said, shared fan bases. So if you like one, it's a good chance you like the other. The problem is you got a lot of people who like Wayne for being an OG and what he's done for the game. And you got a lot of people who like Kendrick for what he's doing to the game now and what he's been doing for the game in the last decade. So if you got somebody that's been inspired by somebody else, like Kendrick being inspired by Wayne, it's going to make people feel weird when they got to pick sides, because you got somebody that's prominent in the game now versus somebody that not really that big right now, not really prominent, but you know that they're a legend and they should be in that spot because it's Wayne. It's Lil Wayne. He's the GOAT to a lot of people. He's a lot of people's favorite. He's my favorite of all time. He's my favorite rapper of all time. But I have to give it to Kendrick as far as lyricism in today's time and day, because although Wayne is the GOAT when it comes to lyrics, Kendrick is the king. So people are going to gravitate more so toward who is the present day, what have you done for me lately artist, as opposed to the one that's been laying the foundation. And there's a debate whether it should even be that way, but I'm just telling you the facts of why it is. So everybody would have to pick a side, because it's like, well, I see where Kendrick's coming from, so I feel him on that, and I feel like Wayne has misguided anger, but at the same time, if I'm a Wayne fan, I'm like, well, I don't think Kendrick should even come at Wayne that way, even say anything, because that's not his place. It was a higher decision made from Jay-Z, and Wayne should feel justified in what he said. So it would definitely divide the masses, and nobody wants that. Number 3, fans would turn on Kendrick Lamar. It's pretty much what I said with number 4, except it's one-sided, because a lot of people will feel disrespected. Like, who is Kendrick to say anything about Wayne? Wayne should feel a way about how he feels. He's supposed to have done something that he deserves. He should be having a halftime show for the Super Bowl. He's been around for literal decades. He's been entertaining us for literal decades. He is the guy. He should definitely have that. So for somebody who's popular now, based on what happened with Drake, to take that, it looks really bad. So a lot of people are going to not like Kendrick for that. A lot of people have fallen away from Kendrick because of it, in spite of Kendrick's idea, just because it was Jay-Z's plan and Kendrick's execution. So a lot of people are not going to like Kendrick for that reason alone, which some people feel like ain't fair, others feel like it's justified. Number 2, fans would turn on Wayne. It's the same thing but the other side. People feel like Wayne is a disgruntled old OG who feels like he is entitled to something that wasn't promised. Nobody promised him the Super Bowl position. It was said and it was in talks, but it was never inked. And the fact that it wasn't inked and it happened anyway with somebody else is going to make a lot of people bitter, especially a Wayne. But at the same time, a lot of people look at it like, well, who are you to hate on the newer talent? Let somebody like that do that. He's had an incredible year. He's took his place in hip hop as the top guy. Let him have his thing. right? So a lot of people feel like Wayne is just bitter, and it doesn't help with his past with Young Thug. People felt the same way how he did Young Thug when Birdman groomed him to be the next Wayne. It just wasn't looking good on Wayne's side. So a lot of people will go against Wayne because of that and say that he's just hating. And number one, it wouldn't be fair. Listen, I'm not trying to be that guy, but Wayne doesn't have the best track record when it comes to dissing other rappers, right? So we got the Pusha T incident when he pretty much said, well, F you and everybody who cares about you, and everybody kind of dismissed it because it just wasn't hitting. The Wayne diss to Pusha T based on how himself, Pusha T, and Drake had their feud. Well, Lil Wayne tried to jump in. It did nothing for the culture. It did nothing for the beef itself. So a lot of people was like, yeah, Wayne, you might want to stick to the lyrics of the song because the disses ain't really doing it for him. So that's where that came about. And again, not the best track record. A person might be like, well, let that one slide. He had a mishap, whatever. It's not the only time. Remember Nicki Minaj had that beef with Remy Ma, and she recruited Drake and Lil Wayne for their song. And what's messed up about that is she had two of the biggest artists ever on this diss track against Remy Ma. And what happened was they didn't even really diss Remy Ma like that. At least Drake got a little bit in. You know what I'm saying? They got a little bit in. But it wasn't really a thing. Like Drake mentioned something about the incident, or barely. And Wayne really just pretty much summed up his whole verse in one of his lines, which he said, I don't want no drama, I just want some nana. Which was on the song, like I said, Nicki, Drake, Wayne, No Frauds. But the problem is, we had two of the biggest artists in hip hop to come on there to give you assistance, and they didn't really add much to the song. The beat was cold, the song was dope, but Wayne didn't really do much there either. He had another song called Changes with Nicki Minaj on the same EP as dissing Remy Ma, and he wasn't really talking about nothing. So the fact that this is happening, it's not looking good for Wayne in that aspect, right? So when I say Kendrick, it's the polar opposite. When he got down on people, he got down on people. He'd been dissing Drake for years. It's been going well over a decade by now. So you can't just say that he can't do it. He's dissed Drake, ASAP Rocky, a lot of his peers, really. Remember the Control verse in 2013? Yeah, ain't been the same since. He's been in his own lane himself since then. He differentiated himself from everybody else. So Kendrick actually has that past. So lyricism and songs differ from actual battle. And Kendrick, I feel like, would take Wayne out in that. I don't like that. I don't like the idea. But I know how Kendrick get down. So it wouldn't be fair. It would be a one-sided event, and I don't want to see that. And those are 5 reasons why the Lil Wayne and Kendrick Lamar feud should not happen. Please hit that like button and subscribe to this channel for more great videos like this, and I'll see y'all on the next episode. Thank you. Peace.